hani, tala whakoi, Kim the Moody, halo ke ta wantokaraki na ko mai, halo nim blong, malo le soifua maua malelangi mama. Ma'a Brian Sangala from Brian Sangala Events Specialist with this week's installment of the art of MCing / public speaking, sharing insights, some insights from across my 30 years experience in various sectors, government, corporate, public speaking, motivational, community, etc., etc. Very warm welcome, family, for everyone joining me at this time across YouTube, Facebook, and praise the Lord. Yay! My approval for live stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening. Now, tonight we're going to be starting a new series, and all of the topics that I touch on every week, they have crossover or relevance with regards to public speaking, public presentation, etc. And this evening we're going to be starting a new series on job hunting. Now, how did this all come about? My second youngest daughter recently has applied for a new job, and she's put her name forward and looking to hear back with regards to an interview. Now, a number of years ago, I was blessed to be an employment coach. I was an employment coach with SENS training and employment. So I thought, hey, why not do a series on job hunting while my focus is for our young people watching, maybe year 12, year 13, that are looking to get into work, into the working industry and whatever job or career path that you have in mind, but also for those that are looking to, or in between jobs, looking to apply for work. I would like to share some tips in that, which I hope will be very helpful. Of course, I do have, there's questions. Please feel free to put any questions while we, during the live and that, and I'll do my very best to answer. And also for any job employment coaches that are watching, if we've worked together before or that, please feel free to share your insights as well. What I'm sharing is by no means the end all be all or the one-stop guide. No, this is only from my experience, but having worked with hundreds of job searches during my time as an employment coach, I know that these the things will be, the topics that we'll be touching on will be of great benefit. So this evening, family, we're going to be looking at step one, even before you begin the job searching journey, is laying a strong foundation. Laying a strong foundation. As with any house, the strength of a house and what determines its longevity, of course, is the foundation. Parable that the Lord shared in the New Testament with regards to the two men, one man who built his house on solid rock foundation and another man who built his house on sand. And then when the storm came and the man that built his house on a strong foundation weathered the storm and stood firm, versus the other man whose house was built on sand, that when the storm struck, that the house that was built on the sand, great was the destruction thereof. I think that's how it goes in the King James Version. So this evening, sharing some things around laying a strong foundation when it comes to job searching, looking for a new job, looking for a new career. The first thing is this: identity. Now, when I say identity, what I'm talking about is, what is it that you bring to the table in terms of a potential employee? What are your skill sets? What is it that you bring that is unique to you, which will add value to a future organization, employer? If you've never done this before, I recommend take a piece of paper and just write down all the things that you are good at, all the skills that that you believe you possess, and again, which will bring value to an organization. Because these things, when it comes time to interviewing, and part of the interview process, when you have an opportunity to interview for a role, is that you will be asked, okay, then tell us a little bit about yourself. What are some of the skills that you, and this is where you can, right from the outset, know exactly what you can share during looking ahead to the interview when that question is put to you. So what is it? What do you bring to the table? What are your skills? What is it that you're passionate about? Even because, even though I'm going to touch on this in a future episode, if you ever think about what type of work you would like to do, or a career path that you would like to travel down, I'd say, does it align with things that you like doing? Passions. There's something that I used to say a lot as an employment coach, in that, what is something that you would do even if you weren't paid? You'd still do it because you're so passionate about it. And that will give you an idea. If we're looking through the context of job hunting, okay, then this is what I love doing. This is my passion. This is the area of interest that I have. Okay, then we'll then have a look at the particular types of industries or jobs that align with that, because it's no use going for, okay, yeah, go for a job. If it's just, okay, I need to make money. Okay, yeah. But if you're looking at something as a career path, or potentially you want to be your own business owner, your own boss, well, then wouldn't it be better that it lines up with something that you'd like to do? Because if it's something that you love doing, what's the saying? If you do something you love, you never have to work a day in your life. And I'm only just discovering that as a business owner since the beginning of this year, full-time as an MC, host, creative, etc., etc. So again, write down, what is it? What are the skills that you have? What are the passions that you have, that you bring to the table, that you love, and making that as part of your foundation. The next is attitude. Attitude. What's the saying? And it's as true now as when it was first coined, as when someone first thought up the saying, your attitude determines your altitude. I think that this is the same saying, where each letter is assigned a numerical value, that if you add all the letters of the word attitude, ATTITUDE, please Lord, let that be right, then it should come to 100%. So your attitude determines your altitude. I remember when I started my first job as a 16-year-old, 1987, and my first job was working as an insurance clerk for Sun Alliance Life there. I think they was on Willis Street and that. And so every day as a 16-year-old, I'd be catching the bus around 6 o'clock in the morning to start at 8:30, catch the bus, catch the train. As soon as I got off at the station in town in Wellington, I'd be walking to my job in there. But I was just so thankful that I was given the ability or the opportunity to be able to create income, to generate income. And man, you know what I loved just as much as well? Every payday, and maybe this is only for a certain generation, every payday, back in those days we had the envelopes, every payday, with my pay packet, go home, mum and dad waiting there in the sitting room, and it's like sitting there, oh, okay, and handing over the pay packet, my whole pay packet, and then dad or mum opening up and then taking out maybe $10 or $20, which was a lot of money back in the mid-80s, and giving me just enough for my train fare and my bus fare for the weekend there. But I was very happy that I was working, a whole new world, Don't you dare be late for work. I loved it. And so my attitude was, I had a great attitude. What's the use of going for a job, or looking to apply for a job, if you're just going there and you're just doing the bare minimum? I was like, oh man, in your head, oh, what am I doing here? I don't even want to be here. And that, because you may be thinking it, but the thoughts that you think will always manifest in your work ethic and your work attitude and that. So that's a good one. Attitude. If you're going to be there, be there. If you're not going to be there, then don't bother. Okay. Next, work ethic. This is one thing which will keep you in good stead in any role. Work ethic. I'm so thankful that I had hard-working parents, as all of us did, watching my parents work maybe two jobs each, and just diligently working. My mum coming home from her night shift as a cleaner in Wellington, cleaning offices and that, coming home, getting our lunch ready and stuff like that before heading off to her next job. And then Dad, the same, former employee of Ashley Wallpaper in Porirua. Who was the big employer back then? Todd Motors, the number one employer back in the 70s and 80s in Porirua. So work ethic. I'm so thankful that I had parents who instilled in me a hard work ethic, and which they modeled me. I suppose it helped also that as a very young lad, maybe 10 or that, where during school holidays, while I was cleaning schools, that I'd be looking out, and during the school holidays watching my mates playing on the jungle gym or that, ball tag and all these other cool things, while I was inside on the buffing machine, doing the buffing machine. Okay. Oh my gosh. But again, it instilled a great work ethic. So if you're going for a job, just be prepared. Be prepared to work. And it's just the real 101s of, okay, this is your start time, turning up on time, through to whatever time you're signing off, and in between, just bringing a good attitude and working hard. Hi from Otara, Auckland. How are you doing today? Ronald Betham, yes. Thank you for watching, my friend. Just talking about, I'm doing well, thank you. Talking about job hunting and that. So attitude, number 2. So identifying what your skills are, what your passions are, and then attitude being the second of a strong foundation for job searching or getting into work. And thirdly, work ethic. Work ethic, working hard. Because if you're getting paid to do a job, well then every day you have to earn it, don't you? It's not a given. It's not a given. Getting a job is only part one. Yes, you have been chosen to uh, to work at organisation, but once you start there, then that's where the real job begins, of earning your place, or earning your pay packet every single day. No? Now, the fourth one, Solomon, a great help. Thanks lots, and may love of God be upon you always. Oh, you're welcome, Solomon. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. And now the final one that we're talking about tonight, in terms of laying a strong foundation with regards to job searching, is time management. And I can't stress this one enough. All of them are very important, but time management, oh my life. And it even starts with your job interview. If you get selected to go for a job, then making sure you get there at least 5-10 minutes before you're due to arrive in there. There is nothing worse, and I can guarantee you 99.9%, you turn up late for an interview, all my life. And it's not even about having a valid excuse or that, but that is where you set your first impression on a potential employer. What's the saying? You only get one chance to make a good first impression. So if you get when you get an interview, you make sure that you turn up not on time, but before time, at least 10 minutes before, and of course, making sure you're well groomed and presentable, and that's something that we will cover in future episodes in that. So, laying a strong foundation for job searching. One, identify what skills you have and what passion, what are your areas of interest, which you can then align and think, okay, these are the types of industries where my skill set or passions lie, where I can see myself potentially not just doing a job, but actually carving out a career for myself, and a successful one at that. Attitude, having the right attitude, because as the saying I already shared, your attitude determines your altitude. Very good. Work ethic, making sure that you do the job to the very best of your ability. And for those watching, in those of faith, because it's working as unto the Lord are, the audience of one. Come on now, you know what I'm talking about. And then number 4, time management. So those are some of the things which will help with regards to laying a strong foundation for job hunting. Again, it's not an exhaustive list by any means. I'm not saying that this is the one and only guide. And again, please, for those that that have experience in employment coach, or just from your own work history, please feel free to share any insights, tips that you have to help. And for all our young people watching, don't be scared to put yourself out there. Year 12, year 13, we're getting close to halfway through the year, and maybe for yourselves, you're in your final year of school. So even now at this time, just start thinking ahead about, okay, what is it that I want to do? Yes, you may want to go on to the further study, tertiary education, but for many of you, it'll be, okay, then what is it that I want to, in terms of work? Because for many of us, myself included, and one of the main reasons I got into work early when the opportunity presented itself through transition to work classes, or whatever they called them back in the day, was I wanted to help my mum and dad. And I know that for many of us, it's like, okay, then our financial situation might not be where we'd like at this stage. But if I can do my part to help mum and dad in maintaining the house, and to help, with my younger siblings, and then help with the family, then by all means. So, yeah, don't be scared. Put yourself out there. Putting yourself out there. So that's me for this evening. A very big thank you again, everyone, for joining us. If you have any questions, or if there's anything you'd like me to touch on in future episodes, please feel free to comment below, or you can PM me on any of my socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. For those watching on YouTube, please subscribe and like for more great content. And of course, if you are looking for an MC for your next event, can I humbly put up this hand, my knees and my feet and toes? Feel free to visit my website at briansangala.co.nz, and you can send through inquiries and that. Okay, but other than that, thank you so much. God bless, and look after one